for AJ Armendinga. He'll start alongside Ryan Blaney. Cindric, who is in a bit of a tight spot, but a great qualifying, and he shares that second row with Ty Gibbs. As we look a little bit further back, you see Stenhouse back there in row 6 next to Chastain, Alex Bowman, and a Bus William back there starting next to his teammate who's above the cut line, Chase Elliott. You don't want to be way back here. It is difficult to get through this track. And look at Joey Logano starting at the outside of row 11. He has a lot of work ahead of him. And looking back here, I'm sorry, dude, I'm just shocked with Chase Bristol. Can you imagine this? This guy has been on such a hot run. He's been the king of qualifying. We thought he had an issue in this first lap. He had a bad second lap as well, starting outside the top 30. So last time on a short track was under the lights at Richmond. And Trevor Bayne, it was a very good night for Austin Dillon. Tell us more.
Absolutely it was. He got that win to make his way into the playoffs. And when I talked to Richard Boswell, his crew chief, earlier today, he had this calmness about him. He said, if we're going to be in this position, there's no better place than Bristol. Austin is really good here. I love short track racing. Remember, Richard Boswell was a driver himself, and this is what he grew up doing. They feel very confident that they can go into tonight, make it happen, Dave.
Chase Elliott is 28 points above the cut line, 9th out of 12, but he only qualified 16th. I asked Alan Gustafson, his crew chief, what he thought about that. He said, well, that hasn't put us in a terrible position. Get stage 1 points, then ultimately focus on winning. Winning at Bristol, that would be a first for Chase Elliott, Marty.
Dave, when I spent time with Austin Cindric this morning, he said, listen, the one thing we want to improve at Bristol is our qualifying effort, and they did it. He answered that with a 3rd spot. So now, what can we do with that? That's what Austin Cindric told me. It's on me to keep this track position all night and earn some stage points and advance to the round of 12, Kim.
Well, Marty, Ross Chastain enters tonight's elimination race plus 19 to the cut line. So what does this team need to do to transfer to the round of 12? According to crew chief Phil Surgeon, they are looking for a pedestrian day. He wants base hits for this team all night long. They cannot overextend themselves, he said, trying to swing for the fences and hit a home run.
Let's go inside the 3-team Austin Dillon pre-race pep talk. Here it is.
Perfect night, Barry. Yeah. Yes, sir. Hi, buddy. I ain't gonna say nothing else. You guys have a good night. You know what you gotta do. That's right.
A lot of people like the notion of lights, camera, action. But when the spotlight's on them, who performs the best? Who will have the best race demeanor in this elimination race? And of course there are those in more prioritized position than others, and those who are feeling the pressure more than others. But this is the perfect location.
Ready, prepare!
For all of the drama to unfold here for us to determine who
Ready, prepare!
in the round of 12.
And it's going to get started right away. A short first stage, only 125 laps. And while we did have practice, this track always provides just some unknowns. The preferred lane early will be right around the bottom. At some point, it usually transitions, and we'll have 2 or 3 lanes. But it seems like the race is always won around the wall. Who has made the right choices for these early laps?
How are you feeling at this stage, Jeff?
Yeah, so I'm nervous because I know my car isn't going to drive at the start of this race like it's going to drive at the end. I need to understand what I've got. The only way to find out is push hard, get it to the limit.
Such a beautiful night here in Tennessee. So much on the line. An unexpected pole sitter in AJ Armendinga.
Those cars in.
Drivers up front.
Here we go. Green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go race again.
Bristol, baby!
Yeah.
Really promising stuff from the JGR driver in that Monster Energy Camry. Denny Hamlin up high, Blaney down low. Hamlin in that bright orange, King's Hawaiian number 11, just has that comfort of that win last weekend. But he wants to continue that. He's not going to change the way that he's going to drive here.
Brad Keselowski, I'm sorry. Austin Cindric on the bottom of the racetrack. Trying to keep this 11 car on the outside of him. Bubba Wallace trying to take advantage of it. He could not. Here comes Bubba with a big run.
Then he forced to leave in the bottom lane, and you see just no grip up off that dark patch. That dark strip you see, it's real. It's basically treated by the racetrack. It's like a grip strip. The left side's in it is absolutely the key right against that yellow line. Hamlin going to lose another spot, this time to Larson.
Hendrick Carstock on one foot, and the 5 does squeeze his way through. Has dominated the last 2 races here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Let's see if he makes it 3 in a row in the history of Cup Series racing here. That has not been done very often, so a lot on the line for Kyle Larson.
They're lined up behind Denny Hamlin right now. There's a long line of cars, bumper to bumper. Denny trying to squeeze his way. He did, but still can't stay on the bottom of the racetrack. Denny's car is not driving well.
Josh Berry in that Wood Brothers 21. He squeezes his way by. Carson Hocevar in the 77 is the next one. Then Ricky Stenhouse Jr. They're all lining up for a shot at last weekend's winner.
Going on board the 11 car, looking back at Denny Hamlin. You see the eyes, that clear visor. No panic yet. He understands it's a long race, but this can't be a comfortable position as the free fall continues. Ross Chastain now to his left side. Christopher Bell behind in that bright yellow DeWalt number 20 will easily be able to pull up. And there's Alex Bowman. Think about this. We had concern where Alex Bowman qualified. Denny Hamlin has fallen all the way back to the 48 car. Look at his hands. Looks like he's just really tight. His car doesn't turn the way he needs it to. His hands are steady, pulling it to the left. You never see him correct back to the right. But now that he's gotten down on the inside line, he's been able to drive away from Alex Bowman. Yeah, Hamlin now is 7 spots down since the start of the race, and amazingly enough, not the worst of all the playoff drivers.
Nothing's been said on the radio, by the way. Inside the 11, Denny's just focused and going to work. AJ Allmendinger has led 10 laps. That's more than he's led all season combined.
Jeff, how hard was that? How hard was that work for the cameraman to get far enough back for Joey Logano? He has plummeted as well. Down 11 spots outside the top 30. Joey Logano, no top 10s in this next-gen vehicle, currently running 33rd. And just like that, he's only 10 points from elimination, avoiding stage points in this stage one where he currently runs.
Lap 12, and the leader is on the same straightaway that Joey Logano is.
Absolutely awful. That's what he says on the radio. Absolutely awful.
Here comes the race leader. Here's AJ Allmendinger. Ty Gibbs, then Ryan Blaney. That's the top 3. Great start for this Grizzly Chevrolet from Pauling Racing. I want to go back to our Hall of Famer, DJ Dale Jarrett. He picked Ty Gibbs to feature tonight and maybe get that elusive first career victory.
He looked really, really good in practice. This is one of his best racetracks statistically that we run at all year long. Why not Ty, right? I mean, he has shown the pace. He's over that 100 win mark. I only say that. I think that's a very important moment for a driver. 100 wins is kind of really the start of your career. I think you need 100 shots at it.
Let's check in with Marty Snyder and talk more about Denny Hamlin. Marty?
Yeah, 6-13 for Denny Hamlin, who finally did say something on the radio, Lee. Jeff, he said way too tight.